Okay, so we are starting a new topic, that is SQL. Okay, let me connect my thing. So, what is SQL?
Structured query language.
Structured query language, right?
You can store and access and retrieve data.
Sorry,
You can store and access and retrieve data.
correct. ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಎಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಎಲ್? ವೈ ಶುಡ್ ವಿ ಲರ್ನ್ ಎಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಎಲ್? ವೈ ನಾಟ್ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಶೀಟ್ಸ್, ಎಕ್ಸೆಲ್? Because you are talking about data, right? You know, Excel also stores the data. Why not Excel? Why only SQL? Why only SQL, structured query language?
You can update the data as well as quickly.
Hmm?
Update the data very fast.
Uh, okay. In Excel also we can do.
In Excel, we have secure.
Excel also is secured. Why do you think we have to study something called as SQL, and how, what is the relevance of it in today's world? That too, when we are learning full stack, why we have to learn SQL? Why do you think SQL is required? ಗೂಗಲ್ ಶೀಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಗೂಗಲ್ ಶೀಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. Okay, can you do CRUD operations? Okay, there is something called as CRUD.
For
CRUD ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ. C stands for create, R stands for read, U stands for update, update, and D stands for delete. CRUD. Close. Okay. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡೇಟಾ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ಹೌದಾನೆ? ಡೇಟಾ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ cells. Okay, when it comes to SQL, data is stored in the format of rows and columns. Okay, how data is stored? ನಿಮ್ದು ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಪೇಜ್ ತೆಗೀರಿ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ, ಬುಕ್ಕಿಂದ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಪೇಜ್ ತೆಗೆದಾಗ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಟೇಬಲ್, ರೈಟ್? Basically you'll find, so data is stored in the format of table. Understanding, right? So when I talk about SQL, one more thing we have to remember. Okay, it is nothing but it is a database to store and retrieve information. You already know. Okay, to store and retrieve information, you need to learn a language called as SQL. Okay, so to store and retrieve, see, SQL is a language, that's it is not a database. Okay, before that you should understand RDBMS. What is this? Relational database management system. And SQL is a language to store and retrieve the information. Understanding, right? So when I tell about relation, okay, there is something called as relational. What is this? It's very easy. Okay, see, when I talk about data now, when I talk about data, there are three important type of data. Okay, one is structured data, another is semi-structured, third one is unstructured. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಡೇಟಾ ಅಂತ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ತ್ರೀ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ. ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ಡೇಟಾ, ಸೆಮಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಐ ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ? ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ರೋಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ರೋಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಟೇಬಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಡ್. ಸೆಮಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಆ ಕಡೆ ಅನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ಎಸ್ ವಿ ಫೈಲ್ಸ್. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಸೀನ್ ಸಿ ಎಸ್ ವಿ ಫೈಲ್ಸ್? ಸಿ ಎಸ್ ವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. CSV file, comma separated value. If your data is like this, name, comma, age, comma, phone number, these type of comma separated, it is separated by comma. Table illa illi. It is only separated by comma. This is called as semi-structured. Unstructured, newspaper. Newspaper ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಡೇಟಾ ಹೆಂಗೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಮೇಜಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ unstructured. Videos, unstructured. WhatsApp messages, unstructured. ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ, ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆ್ಯಪ್ ಮೆಸೇಜಸ್ ಟೇಬಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತಾ? ನಾ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಆಗಿದಾಗ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಕಾಣುತ್ತಾ? ಅನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಡ್, ರೈಟ್? ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಜನರಲಿ ಬಿಲೀವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ 70% ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಡ್. ಒಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ತಾನೆ, ದಿನ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ದಿನ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಫೀಡ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರೋಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್. ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳಿ? ನಿಮ್ದು ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಬುಕ್, ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಬುಕ್, ನಮ್ದು ಎನ್ರೋಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಡೇಟಾ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಯು ಪಿ ಐ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಮೇಕ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮ್ ಆರಾಕಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಎಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡರ್ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ದು SBI ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆರಾಕಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ACICI Oracle is handling. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅವರಲ್ಲೂ ಸೇಮ್ SQL ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. SQL, ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸಾಫ್ಟ್ SQL ಇರಲಿ, ಬೇರೆ 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 ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ MySQL ಇದೆ, ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ವೆಂಡರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ SQLಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ Oracle ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಸ್, Oracle ಇಂದ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಯು ನಾನು 100 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಕಾವ್ಯಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಟು ಫಾರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್, ಓಕೆ, UPI ID, ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಸೆಂಟ್, ಹಿಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಟೇಬಲಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೈ ನೇಮ್, ಓಕೆ, ಐ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಕಾವ್ಯ. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ UPI ID, ಅಮೌಂಟ್ 100 rupees. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಡೇಟಾ is stored in a database. Understand? So this is stored, this is what SQL is. SQL is a language to see the data, to manipulate the data, to retrieve the data, okay, to change the data, all those things. Okay, so when I tell about learning SQL, I want to deliver some more information. Okay, world SQL ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, since I told 70% of the data is unstructured, okay, you have something called as no SQL also. See, this is structured query, it is only for structured data, right? ನಾನು SQL ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ CSV ಇಲ್ಲ CSV ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರಿಟ್ರೀವ್, ಬಟ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನಾಟ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ಇಮೇಜಸ್ಗೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ನೋ SQL. No SQL is for basically for semi as well as, see, it is for structured also, semi also, as well as unstructured. Understanding, right? For this we have MongoDB. MongoDB, Redis, then DynamoDB, AWS in service. So these are all for NoSQL. Understanding? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆನಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಜನರಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ SQL. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ RDBMS ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ರಿಲೇಷನಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. RDBMS ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರೋಲ್ ನೋ ರಿಲೇಷನ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋ SQL ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ಡೇಟಾ. ದಿಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಡ್? ಓಕೆ, Okay. ಸೊ ನಾನು ನೋ ಎಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಎಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಮೈ ಎಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಎಲ್ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಮೈ ಎಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಎಲ್ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್. ಸಾರಿ, SQL tools. SQL tools are what? MySQL ಇದೆ. Okay. Then you have my SQL server, Microsoft Urdu. Okay. Postgres SQL. So these are all SQL tools. Right. Please write down this one. SQL tools. Okay. Now let us understand.
So now how is it different from Excel and everything? Excel.
I'll tell you. Okay. In Excel, you cannot do CURD operations. एक बार update करे data, you don't have any programming language where you can go and fetch the data, see the data, select only particular data. Okay, see what happens now. Hmm. Yeah, see SQL is SQL has an interface. Okay, it is called as query editor. क्या बोलो? It has a query editor. Okay, tables are saved somewhere else. So हम query लिख के I can retrieve the information. When I use Excel, I see all the data here. Okay, if you are working in a company as a database admin, you will not have access to the tables. You can only do queries and you can see. See, imagine karo, I know that I have sent 100 rupees to Kavya. If one guy is there, ABC, if he goes and puts delete query, go on. How can I prove I have sent money to her? One pada na. Okay, if I have database access, complete access, if I have, every second millions of transaction is happening. And imagine I have put Lokesh 50,000 rupees, and I am telling I have sent Lokesh. If I go to database and if I hit delete query, gone. There is no proof on it. So see what table kind of format you see in Google, it is not like that. Okay, table is saved somewhere using SQL language. We retrieve and store the data. Okay, we can perform CURD operation, we can create, update, delete, alter, all these operations we can perform. When it comes to scaling, Google Sheet, how much it can save, कितना बार सेव कर सकता, 1 लाख रोज it can save
1.6 something.
something. SQL is not like, SQL is scalable, billions of rows I can save. Understanding now, so there are many difference when it comes to Excel, as well as that is sheets, as well as this as compared to MySQL or any SQL based database. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, it is scalable. Okay, many things are there. So now let us see types. Okay, little theory, then we'll do the installation also. Okay, we will see the types. Okay, types. Okay, first we have something called as DDL. DDL stands for data definition language. Data definition language. Okay.
These are type of SQL.
Yes, type of, in SQL you have different types. Okay, types of commands you can type. Types of commands. So what is this data definition? Write down. This is used to create and modify 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 the structure of modify the structure of database objects. So commands are, what are all the commands? We have create, alter, drop, truncate. Okay, these commands falls under the category of data definition language. समझ में आया? Define, you are defining something ना, create कर तो define कर रहे हो, alter कर तो define कर रहे हो. Okay, whatever you are doing, okay, these are the commands that are used in the DDL, data definition language. So second one you have DML. DML stands for data manipulation language. What is manipulation? Changing the data. Okay, you can write down adding, deleting, or modifying data. Adding, deleting, modifying data. Find data. Okay, so which are the commands? Select, insert, update, delete. Clear ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಬೇಗ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. Okay, third is DCL. DCL stands for data control language. Data control language. Okay, so here we use commands. Okay, basically data control is given, like it is used to give access or grants or privileges. Okay, in depth al ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, we'll do practicals. So commands are grant, revoke. Okay,
All caps, all capital letter.
हाँ कैपिटल यूज करते, स्मॉल भी यूज कर सकते, बट यूज कर सकते लेकिन थोड़ा अलग लिखना ना, शुड लुक समथिंग डिफरेंट. सो दीज आर लाइक कीवर्ड्स.
There's no case sensitivity.
No, चलता है. No, there is no case sensitivity. Okay, so you guys have to remember. Okay, SQL is a standard language. Okay, SQL is the standard language, and MySQL are all softwares. MySQL is there, Postgres is there, then Microsoft SQL is there. Okay, these are just the tools. That's it, and other things are all same. Understanding na? So tomorrow na, first once the data, this SQL is done, okay, we are going to use backend Flask and connect to the database and all. Many good practicals are there about to come. Okay, so SQL is like anytime you can start. There's nothing like you have to do after a certain chapter is done, nothing like that. You can do it anytime. Okay, okay. So now we'll see with the installation. I want you guys to install SQL. So for this now we will be using MySQL for learning. Okay, MySQL will. So what you do first? Okay, please. First type my. Let's install the MySQL. MySQL. Okay. Server. Okay. Or else MySQL download. You can go. Okay. Go to first link. Download MySQL installer. Okay. And click on this MSI. No, just start my download. Then you have SQL installed. Not what you do. Just type. Just you need to type SQL here. MySQL. If you get this workbench or installer community, then it is installed. Okay, done na. Okay, first MySQL download ಮಾಡಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಈ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಈಗ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಓಪನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲರ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ನೀವರ ಹಾ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಎಸ್
So try free technical guides download information. Try free or technical guides.
see I have already it is installed, so next you have to go. So then double click on it. You will see something called as this. Okay, workbench and all those things. Okay. Click on next. It is already installed in my system. So I cancel it. I can even add server. I can install workbench also from here. Simply I should go and put it like this. Already have workbench and all.
Wow, server
Server. Okay. Execute.
Select and volume.
Execute. Okay.
Next. Repeat one thing. Name file to the thing.
Next. But the authentication model. Next.
Config like
root to admin. नहीं तो root आके.
सर यहाँ ये वाला टाइप बटन
root. क्या नहीं next करो. नहीं वो सब क्या नहीं करो. Next
करना तो config
जब तक पासवर्ड पूछेगा तब तक root small ROT. नहीं वो सब वैसे है. Right.
ये डेवलपमेंट नहीं करा सर डेवलपमेंट
चल. Development user type and networking. Next. Authentication method. Next. Password root. Small, all in small.
same password. Okay.
Next. Execute.
Custom user standard
Next. Execute. Okay. So, since I have this MySQL already installed, if you open, you need to click on server only, then go to next. Okay, it will ask for password. Okay, add root and root in small case, then next and execute. Okay, now what you can do, once it is executed, just open installer community. Only one instance of mine can. Okay, so I installed one already. Okay, so if you open this installer community, ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆನಾ? This interface you will see. Installer community.
install करेंगे
Search. Go to search. Laptop search. MySQL. ಇದು installer community. Add is out. Add. Go down. This is installed. Okay. So go to applications. Click on +1. You can see MySQL web. This thing workbench. Okay. Go down. Okay. Click on it and click on workbench and type the arrow mark. Right arrow mark. Workbench 8 point. Now click on any workbench. First workbench. And green arrow mark. Yes. Next. Execute. Okay. Done now? No. Applications. Workbench. First one. Okay.
next
Wow. Fast. Next. Finish. Okay. So ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು GPU ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಚುಚ್ಚುನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Simple ಇದೆ. Okay.
performance mode enable performance mode performance mode
Next.
finish like your function
Okay. So MySQL is installed. Finish. Okay. So what you guys do now? Okay. Once it is installed, you can go from here. Just click on the right button and next. And if you install, just go to the search and type MySQL Workbench. Yeah. So it should open like this. MySQL Workbench. MySQL Workbench. Done, na? Can you see this interface? What I'm seeing here? No, only one, but this interface you can see, na? Yes, yes. Click on this plus.
Sir, my SQL workbench.
MySQL workbench, workbench. Hmm? MySQL workbench. Okay, give a connection MySQL class underscore. Go to plus, new connection plus. You'll find this interface. Okay, then click on the store in vault password. Uh, Store in vault password. Click on this. It will ask for password. Put your root password. ROOT. Okay, my password is different. Okay, and test connection. Okay, if you get successful, that means your connection is validated. Okay, with a SQL server.
Next, okay.
Okay, then okay. Click on OK now. Okay, so this will open one more dialog box here. Okay, so click on that, and this is your query editor. Understanding? Okay, so this is your query editor, and whatever database you have. Okay, that's it. So always remember. Okay, you can run MySQL. Okay, on command line also GUI. So workbench is your GUI. Got it? Okay, in command line also I can run. I'll show you. Okay, okay. Just click on MySQL. You'll find shell. MySQL shell. See command line. See. Okay. Show database. This is Oracle's. Can you see this MySQL shell? Hmm?
My SQL 8.0 command line.
Hmm.
That is different, sir. Okay.
That is same. Okay.
Enter password.
Password पूछ रहा. Show databases. Maybe it's not working.
Huh. Now we will do some password.
1 minute. I have this Postgres actually. PSSQL I have. In command line also we can. MySQL I have not added as a path. Okay, you can control through GUI also. Okay. MySQL shell. backslash. Okay, using terminal also we can access. Okay, but we will be using GUI for this. Okay. ये नहीं तो क्या हुआ? So first we will start with creating the database. Okay. So how to do? Create database and name of the database demo and put a semicolon. Create database demo. Create database demo. And you see here you have two things. One is execute, another is select and execute. Okay. If you run this now, automatically execution will be done. So you should get create database and a right mark here. You're getting it. Okay. And here if you refresh now, here if, you can see all your databases. Okay. Inside database, you will create tables, right? Tables are not created outside. Okay. First you create database, then use that database and create tables inside this. Okay. So if you refresh now, you should see demo also. Can you see demo here? Okay. You can see demo. Huh? Here it is. Schemas. Here, इधर देखो. You check in the left side. Can you see demo? No. You check on schemas. You don't click on administration. Okay. Click on schemas. Down. Here. इधर schemas. इधर नहीं क्लिक करना. इधर क्लिक करना. Refresh. Huh? Demo you can see. Okay. Now you have to use database demo.
So caps, like we have to use caps.
हाँ
to create
कैप्स
database.
बेटर यूज कैप्स ओके देखो ये सभी कीवर्ड्स है यूज क्रिएट डेटाबेस सो फॉर कीवर्ड्स यूज दिस यू कैन सिलेक्ट इट एंड यू कैन आल्सो रन इट ओके use demo so you are using database demo okay next first what you do
Sir, one is execute, another which is that?
you can select it and you can run this okay this one also you can okay हुआ तो delete करो हुआ see here it is created and you are using it okay now how to delete the database okay command is drop just type drop database drop database demo and give the name of the database demo and run this so database is one okay understanding Yeah. So now we will create database once again. Okay. Create. What is the query? Create
database name.
database and name of the database. Okay. I'll create college. Created. Done. Okay. Now remove this. Write use college now. Use college. Use college. Hmm? Use college working now. Okay. Done now. Use college. Okay. Now we will create a table. Okay. Write down create table. Okay. Query students. See, I have to open the bracket and close the bracket. Okay. Here I should define all my columns. In table you will have columns now. Okay. So define all the columns. It will have ID and you need to tell the data type of it. Okay. And there is something called as not null. Not null stands for it should not be empty. ಖಾಲಿ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. Okay. You can make it primary key also. ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ primary key ಮತ್ತು secondary key ಏನಂತ. Okay. ID. Then name. Name is a column. Varchar. So this is nothing but this is the data type. See, here you should define the data type of the column statically typed, not like Python it is. Understanding now? Okay, next.
What's the one supposed?
Huh.
Yeah, what did you say?
So ये सभी data type है int, varchar. Okay, you have to declare a data type, and this is a column name. ठीक है? Int. Then subject varchar. Varchar is like if you want to write a string. Okay, and write a column. So this is how you create a table. Name by default ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು blue color, but it will be still treated as a column. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Okay. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದೇ ಸ್ಕೀಮಾ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಕೀಮಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರಬೇಕು that is called a schema. In schema I am defining like this. Okay, you can imagine schema to be your skeleton structure. ऐसा रहना है आदमी, ऐसा रहना है ना, दो हाथ दो पैर. So similarly schema is structure of the table. Okay, if this is done, run it. Okay. Okay, you should get the green line here, tick line. Okay, once this is done, remove this, or you can just keep it, no problem. If you want to view the table, you have select is ddl or dml. dml, data manipulation language. Okay, select star means everything in the table. Select star from what? Name of the table. Yes, students.
So if we execute just to like we don't have to execute one line, no?
Just copy this if you want. See, if you run this now, if you run without selecting now, everything will be executed once again.
I just run it without selecting.
Without selecting, you have to either delete it or just select this particular line and then run it.
No, I haven't written. I just written table full list table like it one, no? Whole table.
इतना ही.
No,
हाँ.
whole table.
हाँ. Whole table, select it and run.
If I don't select
No problems. Everything will run. Then. Okay. Select star. If you select and run this, you can see table here. Can you see table? ID, name, age, subject. Okay. So this is what it is. Okay. So you have something called as describe table. Okay, you can describe also. DSC and table name. Student allow. Student. So if you select this and run this, it will show you the description of the table. DSCE is a description. Okay, it will show you these are the fields, that is column name, these are the data types of it, and whether it is null or it has primary or what. So basically DSCE students will give you the description of the table. ठीक है, इसमें कौन सा तुम्हारा डेटा टाइप कौन सा है. सी फॉर सब्जेक्ट आई यूज varchar, right? For age I used integer. Okay, for name I used integer. For id I used sorry, for name I used varchar. Varchar is to, it's like storing strings. Can I put int for name? No, na, name is a word, I have to store it in this data format. Okay, and whether it is not null, okay, which has primary key. So this is like beautifully DSC will give us understanding now. Okay, ठीक है. So just explore SQL some more. Okay, and the rest will continue in the next class.